What are you doing here?
I ditched the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
I'm taking you back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you, I can help!
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
I don't know.
My daddy was killed. I can't just stay at the hospital.
Fine. But don't say I never did anything for you.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it.
How did you even get in here?
It wasn't locked, I just opened the door. I've been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? I know you like old cars, but you gotta lock the doors.
You should be a little more apologetic for someone who just got caught breaking into my car.
Mizuki does raise a valid point. If you are not more serious about security, you should consider replacing the car altogether.
You too?
So...
You were talking to yourself again. I heard you. It's creepy, you should cut that out.
I was talking to Aiba out loud before I noticed Mitsuki in the car. That must be what she's referring to.
Mizuki is still unaware I exist?
Yeah, I know there's no reason to hide it, since she already knows about Abyss. It's just hard to explain.
How do you explain that you have a virtual woman as your eyeball? That does seem a bit complicated.
I won't say anything yet.
Understood. But I am ready to be introduced at any time. Just let me know when the time is right.
It's not a proposal, no need to be so formal. Shit, I said that out loud.
Date, I think you should go to the hospital.
You want to catch the suspect?
No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day. I've grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
There you have.
Odd thing for a preteen to say.
Are you not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more developed than her classmates.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop her from being a brooding little brat. Oh, to be fair, she did lose both her parents, so she has a reason to be brooding.
She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Sounds pretentious to me.
About Renju.
Hey, about Renju. Do you have anything to tell me?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
What is Shoko's secret?
Did you know that Mom was the representative of an investment company?
Yeah, I did.
That whole company was a big scam.
A scam?
Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Shoko did this?
Yep.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this. They must have been extraordinarily careful.
How are you doing?
Well, I can still talk this time. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
Anyway, I'm glad you're okay.
I'm not okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it. Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
Date,
What about Daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This is why you're single and always will be.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey,
Very.
what are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad? Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
I am not an old creepy pervert.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
Stupid old man.
Punk-ass kid.
Sunfish Pocket, Sunday, 10:33 a.m. Mizuki and I walked back into Sunfish Pocket.
Ah, Detective Date. Good to see you, sir. And this is...
Have you looked through the case file yet?
Oh, I am so sorry. She's the victim's...
Yes. Please let us through.
French's corpse was hung up by 3 wires. The wires were tied to 3 kegs.
each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, in approximately 55 pounds each.
3 beer kegs on the floor. Each can hold 20 liters and weigh 55 pounds when filled with water. Evidence marker. An evidence marker. It's a little marker that puts up to track evidence at the scene. Hello, Inspector. What's your name?
What?
I was asking for your name.
My name is Kagami.
Any leads?
No, we didn't find anything today.
Are you getting enough rest?
No, not these past few days.
I thought so. Once this is over, get some rest, alright?
You too, Detective Date.
I already asked that. What is your name?
It's Kagami!
What is your name?
Kagami? I told you it's Kagami! I told you my name like 5 times!
I, of course, remembered his name. I just kept asking it because I'm an asshole, I guess. What's your name? His name is engraved in my mind. Oh, I guess a share.
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death. But no traces of that have been found in the area, nor on the corpse itself. This evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else. It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds. I can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle.
It's kind of annoying that it passes which way. I couldn't find a way to change that.
Iba, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
I'll just try to not switch it a lot.
Of course. The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death.
No sedatives were detected in Renju's body. He was barely conscious before he was killed.
The time of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse. The body was hanged from the ceiling, similar to how a fish would be. A thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
There are deep impressions left on his neck.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat. Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
So Renju was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body.
Renju's corpse was found hanging from the ceiling beam, over the counter. The left eye has been pulled out.
This case bears similarity to Shoko's. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
Renju and Shoko both had their left eye taken before they were killed. Renju's approximate time of death was yesterday, Saturday, around 8 p.m. He was strangled by a cloth or something similar from behind. The right eye is still there. That's all about him. The store signboard, the sunfish pocket. Oh no, that's just kitchen door. A doorway to the kitchen. Oh, it's only that. The walls are decorated with life preservers. This oil drum must be some kind of interior.
The capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters. It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Let me check inside.
Still seems to be something that I didn't look at yet. Apparently when there's green text it means there's like something I didn't read yet. But no. Else here I didn't fully investigate. So maybe it just is like that. A table. I can't find any clues on it. There are pictures of girls on display. Probably the girls that are working here.
What are you staring at, creeper?
I agree.
I look inside the wooden box. There's nothing in there. An empty wooden box. You can see the kitchen back there. Nothing looks suspicious. It's a light that looks like a jellyfish. Probably not a clue. Just of maids on display. What's the status?
Nothing special.
This place is up on the second floor. There's nothing out the window. This club is located on the second floor of the building. We used the elevator to get here.
Iba, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management. According to the record from yesterday, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once. At 8:55 p.m. The weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
Noticing anything strange?
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything.
You can leave if you want to.
I thought I already told you. Sitting around rotting away in that hospital would be worse.
Still.
I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her dad like that and then want to go back to the scene, I think it's totally weird, right?
In fairness, it is also weird for an adult policeman to acquiesce such a request from a child.
But this is what I wanted. I didn't want to run away from it. I wanted to confront it. I didn't want to be weak.
Do you remember what you saw last night?
How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head. Not until the day I die.
Notice anything strange?
Did you hear me? I said I'll tell you if I see anything.
The store's menu.
Dragon's Palace Pasta. 1,800 yen. 1,800?
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average? Iba, did you get anything from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
So there's no footage of the incident. So the elevator only stopped on the second floor once last night. 8:55 p.m. and with about £3,000.
Jeez, you're pushy. Pushy men are seen as desperate. This is why no one likes you. Besides, Date? Never mind. Just do your investigation or whatever.
What was she gonna say?
Now is not the time to worry about such things.
Misuki's looking at the spot where he found Renshu.
Hey, are you doing okay?
Oh, sorry. Just staring.
If you're having a hard time, you can tell me.
I'm fine. It's not like the body is lying here.
Are you really okay?
Yeah, I am. Don't you have an investigation to do? Or are you stalling?
Keep inside. X-ray.
What?
There's something inside.
I stepped up to the drum.
This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it. This is... This is the wristwatch Renju always wore. No doubt about it. But how did this get here? I think we've checked everything we need to.
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to.
Another inspector. I hope he finds some clues. Who do you want to talk to? Do you want to talk to Ota?
Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something. I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner.
Do you want to talk to Iris?
Yeah. Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Misuki tried calling Iris, but there was no answer. Hopefully Iris didn't die as
Have any
well.
idea where she might be?
Or her mother.
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
Any places you can think of that I don't know about?
Well, there is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? Daddy used to go to a place called Marble a lot. Maybe they know something about him.
Let's head out.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Okay.
Not sure what time this time. Maybe we could change where you want to choose where you want to go. But I don't want. Oh wait, no, that takes place off.
Hello, welcome. You're Mizuki, right? Ota's friend?
Yep.
And you...
Oh, I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At least something a little more than flashing your badge.
My name is Kaname Date.
Mr. Date, what can I help you with?
Hey, you're looking gorgeous today.
Oh, stop, you charmer.
At least someone finds me charming, I guess.
But you're not getting a discount out of me.
I knew you were a pedo, Date, but I didn't think you were a cougar hunter too.
I am neither of those things.
Is Ota here?
He went out early this morning. I don't know where.
I see.
I took my business card out of my pocket and handed it to Mayumi.
Sorry to be a bother, but when Ota comes back, can you tell him to contact me?
Oh, well, sure.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, got it.
Date, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go.
The counter, okay. Where's your husband?
I completely forgot. I wonder where he got off to.
Probably already dead.
But he'll come back soon. He always does. Runs off, then comes back.
I'm beginning to have doubts about the management of this establishment.
I as well.
Lemniscape.
Oh, what? Hey there, handsome.
Excuse me?
I cannot even right now. Hold on, give me just one sec. Mizuki, do you know this guy?
Yeah?
Can you introduce me, please?
She is surprisingly unprofessional for a receptionist.
Come on, it's just not so bad.
Could you contain yourself for 5 minutes, Date?
Have you seen Iris?
Iris? You mean Asit? She's recording a podcast in the underground studio.
Oh, that's why she didn't pick up the phone.
If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine. This can wait until she's done.
For sure.
What?
For sure? As in, I got you?
I don't believe I've ever heard that sequence of sounds spoken out loud before.
Did you happen to see Ota here?
Ota? Nah, haven't seen him today. How is he?
The receptionist knows Ota too?
Ota happens to be the kind of otaku who actually has social skills.
Those are the ones you have to watch out for.
Huh?
Nothing. Anyway, could you give me a call if Ota shows up? I have my number here.
I took out my business card and handed it over to the receptionist.
Yeah, I got his number. I got his number.
Let us pray that the privilege will not be abused.
What's going to happen to the office?
Oh, haven't heard anything about that yet. The VP might take over. We might get absorbed by another office. Just when I got a job, too. Man, what am I gonna do if this place closes up? So, So, anyway, tell me, Date, what kind of girls do you like? Because I'm the committed type, you know? Would you consider me a candidate? Hmm?
Well, we could go out sometime.
Wow, dude.
You disgust me.
Oh, my apologies. Never mind.
Things have been pretty serious around here lately.
Yeah, totally. You never think about, like, my boss getting murdered, you know?
Don't think about that all the time.
Like, what are even the chances? That's like the odds of hitting the lotto.
Yeah, exactly like that.
But it was kind of lucky, in a weird way.
Totally.
Some of my old friends hit me up asking about it, you know? Feels like we're old alumni or something.
She certainly found the bright side of this situation.
Do you know this receptionist?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, of course we know each other. We're like best friends. We hang out, we party.
we do not party.
Hey,
Who hired this woman?
The most likely scenario is that the final decision was made by the head of the company.
Renju.
Let's go.
Mizuki, let's go. Staying here would be a waste.
Yeah. Where should we go next?
The Golden Yokocho.
Is this it?
Yeah.
You know about this place?
Yeah. This is where I met Renju for the first time.
Interesting. Didn't think this was your kind of spot.
This place is special. You can find all sorts of shady characters here. It's the best place for gathering information about a case. So that's why.
That is only a partial truth.
Shut up.
Huh?
Let's head inside.
Where is everyone?
It's been like this for a while. Not many people come here anymore. Mama should be here soon, though.
Okay.
In other news, at 6:10 p.m. yesterday, on the outer circle of the capital city highway in Minato District, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
Are you tired?
No. And what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just let me know when you're tired. You can go home anytime you want.
You aren't really worried about me, you just think I'm annoying, right? Don't
Right.
beat around the bush, just say it. But you know what? It wouldn't matter anyway because I'm not going home.
It's been a long time since we did this.
Did what?
Sat at a table together like this. We haven't eaten dinner together in a while. After I finish working on this case, we should do it again.
Why? Because of what happened to my mom and daddy? I don't need that.
Date, this is where you need to take a stronger role as her guardian. Data suggests that children who eat alone are prone to mental imbalances and poor physical condition. The meals you prepare do have sufficient nutritional content. However, you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it. Otherwise, your effort is wasted.
Isuke, we should have at least one meal together.
I told you I don't want to.
Why not?
Because, I don't like how you hold chopsticks. It makes me sick.
Really now. People have always told me that I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful.
It's disgusting. Too clean. Besides, there's no point in eating together.
Why is that?
Because you don't talk when you're eating. I don't like sitting in silence.
Well, we don't have to be quiet.
It's fine, I don't like hearing you talk either.
I believe she has entered her teenage rebellion phase a year early.
This is gonna be rough.
Having fun at school?
It's okay.
Is it?
Yup.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah, but I don't really like my elementary school friends. They're too immature. I have more fun with Iris and Ota.
I don't know if they're too immature. You're just very mature for your age.
You think so? The kids at school are so stupid. They gossip about who had their first kiss for days. I don't see why that's anyone's business.
These grade schoolers move fast.
Nah, not really. It's pretty normal nowadays.
You haven't kissed anyone yet, have you?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Oh, thank God.
How about Renshu?
Hey, Date. What did you and Daddy used to talk about when you were here?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard.
Don't worry, I have everything recorded. In fact, the conversation about you taking care of Mizuki took place here, at Marble.
Really?
The topic was brought up several times afterward, but the first time was here. 4 years ago, after drinking enough liquid courage, Renju asked you to take care of Mizuki. At the time, Renju was recently divorced, buried in work at Lemniscate, and mentally unstable. It was a display of excellent judgment. It was a good thing that he managed to swallow his pride.
You think so? Sometimes, I don't think it was the right move.
You should have more confidence. I guarantee you that it was the best decision.
Let's hope so.
Date, honey. Long time no see.
Oh no.
Hey, Mama, how have you been?
Oh, tired and sore, but not in a fun way.
That's too bad.
Watch the innuendo in front of the kid.
Oh, who is this?
Renju's daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, it must have been hard. I saw on the news.
It's okay. Really.
Oh, it must have been so hard. Stupid Ren. What was he thinking, leaving his little girl like this?
Hey, Mama. I wanted to ask you some questions about Renju.
Oh, I guess crying isn't gonna solve the thing, is it? Go ahead, ask away. I'll help any way I can.
Are you scared of Mama?
Not really.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I don't bite. I'm only aggressive when it comes to men 20 through 65.
That's a pretty wide range.
Gotta widen my net for a catch like you, Date, honey.
I think I'll ignore that one.
I think I'll ignore it as well.
I heard that shady characters hang out here. So who are you and how do you fit in?
No one special. I'm just a facilitator.
A facilitator?
People who come in here tend to have very specific interests. I help accommodate.
Oh, okay.
Mama's like, an informant.
That's right. And I won't charge you this time. Just promise to get the bastards who did this to Ren for me.
Right, this is for Renshu.
I promise.
How is business?
Not bad.
Hey, that's good. I want you to keep this place open as long as you can. It makes me feel sad and old when a place I used to visit closes down.
Well, then you should visit more often. I could hook you up, in more ways than one.
Just the one way is fine, thanks.
About Renshu.
Have you heard any rumors about Renju? Anything about grudges, disputes?
Is it okay to talk in front of Mizuki?
Yes, I want to be here.
Trust me, you couldn't drag her away.
If you say so. Apparently, Ren had some connections with the Kumakura gang.
A gang?
Yeah, real rough customers. This is their turf.
So Daddy was involved with gangsters.
Mizuki, that company Shoko was running, were they also tied to the Kumakuras?
I don't know.
Was Renshu a regular here?
I haven't seen him for a while. I thought I was going to shrivel up and die of boredom without you boys around.
Shrivel up. You look like a purple water balloon.
That's right. Care to give me a poke?
I'll pass, thanks.
What else do you remember about Renshu?
Well, there was the watch incident.
Oh shit.
I'm sure you remember that one.
Watch incident?
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch. Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever. He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. That's why I remember it so well.
Was it this watch?
I pulled out the watch I had in my pocket. It was the one I found in the old drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Yeah, that's it. Why do you have it? Was it at the scene? Ren was given that watch by his lover. It was an anniversary gift, I think.
His lover, huh?
Lover?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Mizuki was here.
No, it's fine.
But of course, it wasn't an affair. This was all after he was divorced.
Daddy had a new lover.
I'm going to the bathroom.
The bathroom?
Yeah. This place is small. The bathrooms are outside.
Take care.
I gave her a nod and a wave and left.
Iba, get boss on the line.
Got it.
What's up?
Mizuki is at a bar called Marble down in Golden Yokocho. Send someone over to pick her up.
She's not at the hospital?
Yeah, she snuck out. I took her along while I was doing some work, but I can't take her any further.
Understood. I'll send someone.
Counting on you, boss.
Are you going to leave Mizuki here?
Yes. I can't take her into a Yakuza den.
Kamakura office, Sunday, 3:22 p.m.
Who's this asshole?
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date!
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me?
Do you want to die, old man?
You bastard!
Sorry for the late introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh? So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the Warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. What do you know about the new Cyclops serial killings? Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura had their left eye pulled out and were murdered. And I think you know something about it.
Saw it on the news. But we had nothing to do with it. Even if we did, we wouldn't spill to no cops.
Where's the chairman?
What?
The chairman is right in front of you.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm MoMA Kumakura.
Kumakura gang, okay.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan. You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole! You need a lesson in manners?
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He leapt to his death from the roof of a building.
A suicide?
But MoMA did not take over last year. MoMA took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
About Renju.
I told you, I got nothing to say. You deaf or something?
About Shoko.
Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
Shoko was part of an investment fraud scheme, and I have it on good authority that a certain Yakuza gang was helping her.
Wouldn't know nothing about that, cop.
Date, a minute please.
What is it?
Do you see the sofa in the reception area? There is an ashtray on top of the coffee table.
What about it?
It is peculiar. Thermal imaging reveals that they are both warm.
The sofa and ashtray.
One of the cigarette butts. The tip is reddish.
Hey, Aiba. Can you turn off the thermal vision?
Sure.
I see. The cigarette brand is Klein.
Why is that relevant?
Small details will come in useful later.
Hello there.
I got nothing to say to you.
Okay.
Part of the cushion is still red.
Just as I thought.
Whose butt has been sitting on that? Wonder. A fat one. He's holding his stomach in pain. Hey there, Member B.
There would be no point in talking to him in that state.
Last month's schedule is written on the board. 21st, Ikakin speedboxing for beginners. Some kind of permit. The company philosophy on the wall. If you accidentally enter a bar instead of a restaurant, don't feel obligated to order a drink. Even if the bartender gives you that order a damn drink look. That's quite a motto. There's a partition set up by the doorway, probably to obscure the view from visitors.
Hey, Iba. It's pronounced partition and not partition.
I know how it's pronounced.
The company philosophy on the wall. A company philosophy is like a summary of the ideals and goals of that company.
Hey, Iba, look. A flying squirrel taking a nap.
It is clearly a tiger.
A knife one of them was carrying. The kind that knives nicely at night. Just might.
What does a guy like the chairman need this for? He probably just uses it for porn.
Not every man in the world is like you, Date.
A bronze dragon.
A bronze dragon holding a golden ball.
Golden ball, huh?
Was there someone here recently?
What are you talking about? You're the first guest today, although you are an uninvited guest.
Don't lie now. Someone was sitting on the sofa and smoking very recently.
How do you know that?
I just do.
Oh, right. I remember now. Just a bit ago, one of our guys was on the sofa.
Are you talking about these guys right here?
Yeah.
Not possible. When I came in...
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
Who's this asshole?
Neither of them was on the sofa, and neither of them was smoking.
They left.
Who left?
An insurance salesman. Right before you came in.
I don't think so. I didn't pass by anyone on my way here, and I happen to know this office only has one entrance and one exit, which means, whoever it is, they're still in this office somewhere. Let me check the back.
Why you want to do that?
I just wanted to say hello to our guest.
I'm telling you, you're the only one here.
Oh, then you won't mind me checking.
Just get out of here, cop.
There must be someone they don't want us to see. Somewhere behind that wall.
Oh. The door to the next room. Oh, hello there.
Just as I thought.
This must be whoever was sitting on the sofa and smoking earlier.
My evolver can shoot right through this wall. I should shoot him.
No.
Wait! Is he not getting enough?
What?
Never mind. The person behind the wall is unarmed. I cannot approve the use of evolver in this situation.
Damn it.
That is some.
Date! A porno mag at your feet!
What? Hey, did you just shoot at me?
Is this creator balancing paths? Like if I didn't try going for the porn mag, I would get shots and
Hey, whoa, wait a minute!
I could just check the flow chart afterwards.
Date, load evolver with explosive rounds. Aim for the dragon's gold ball on the right.
The what? Oh, that. Why?
Just do it!
Just do it! Oh. How do I do this? Control, okay.
Iba, you saved me.
Oh, the secret lives of Yakuza wives. They're the shooting event. You know. This did some. Oh no. Right. I'll find out. Maybe I would just die if that happened. I wasn't able to pick up the porn mag
Everything happened as I simulated it.
in time.
So, where's this porno mag?
You idiot. There is no adult magazine. However, I know that your reaction time is up to 3.6 times faster when you are excited. I simply took advantage of that behavior.
What the hell?
Taking advantage of his horniness.
You're a grown man. Aren't you too old to be playing with toys?
Shit!
Hey, coward! I see you. Show your face! I know you. That's...
Sejima, So, Congressman.
What is this guy doing here?
What are you doing here?
I've had a relationship with the Kumakura since back when Rohan was running things. I had business nearby, so I stopped here for a visit. Whatever conspiracy theory you're imagining in your head, you can forget it.
Strictly business? A congressman meeting with Yakuza? How are you gonna spin that?
It's true. I imagine my public image will be dragged through the mud. But we haven't done anything illegal. If you want to accuse me of such wrongdoing, then by all means. I just happen to think such gossip is better suited for tabloids.
Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
I went to work, then went home.
So, you have no alibi?
No, I always have my bodyguards near me. If you want to, you can ask them.
Bodyguard testimony can be unreliable. There is a possibility that they would lie to protect Mr. Sejima.
I mean, anyone can lie.
I agree. Can't trust that.
About Renshu.
The president of Lemniscate? We aren't friends, but I did meet him a few times through work.
What work were you doing to meet up with the head of an entertainment company?
It was just some party hosted by some company or other. It's not unusual. Events with those uptight stuffed shirts can be rather dull. So they have some young women from an entertainment office attend. Anyway, we only saw each other a few times. I don't even remember what we spoke about.
It's So Shijima, a member of Congress. So often on TV, it feels like I met him before. You're standing there, looking rather irritated. What? What are you so irritated for? Entrance. Hello there. About Rohan Kumakura.
I heard that the former head of the Kumakuras committed suicide last year.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Nothing at all. I just want to talk about it.
Rohan was my older brother. He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. 6 years ago, he got sick in the head. He got sent to a special hospital. And naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor. That's all I'm gonna say. You wanna know more? Hire a private eye.
About Shoko.
Well, I guess there's no point hiding it now. I lied earlier, when I said I didn't know her.
What a twist.
I thought so. You and the Kumakuras were a part of the fraud scheme Shoko was organizing.
Yep. Whenever any wise-ass investors gave her trouble, we handled it.
Exactly as I suspected. Shoko was affiliated with the Kumakuras.
About Renshu.
I've been looking after that guy since high school. It was the usual stuff. I had him help me with a lot of work. But now, it's kind of the opposite, you know? We're getting work from him. Well, we were. Now that he's dead, though.
What work did he have you do?
The usual. If Talon at his office was causing trouble or something.
You ever get into any disputes with Renju doing this work?
No way. He paid good money. I've never even gotten into an argument with the guy.
Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko, including Moma.
Moma is giving me a glare. About Shoko.
The victim prior to Renju? I believe Moma introduced me to her.
Introduced?
We were just having drinks. Shoko stopped by to say hello.
Right. We didn't talk about anything.
They're trying to give me the runaround.
Indeed. Date, I have determined that these individuals have nothing further to add. Even if they are involved, they will not volunteer any more information. We need solid evidence to move forward with the investigation.
You're right.
Date.
Connected.
Date? It's me! You remember, like, how you said to call you if Ota came? Well, he's here now, so I guess I'm calling you.
Got it. I'm on my way.
Where you going?
That's none of your concern. Moma, Congressman Tsujima, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll come back soon. We'll swap drinking stories.
You serious?
Let's go, Iva.
Roger.
Back to Lemnis Gate we go.
This is all really suspicious.
What is?
Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. There's definitely something going on there.
I agree, but I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings. We need to do further investigation.
Scream like a little girl.
Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here? So shiny, too.
You utter idiot. It's me.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
Mizuki?
It's me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you Mom?
Idiot. They must have increased your dosage too much.
Totally is Mom.
My dosage? Anyway, you're Iba, right? Why are you here? Looking like that?
I just thought I would protect myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
Imagine having an eyeball who can project himself whenever you feel lonely. Would that be convenient?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
About your appearance.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so...
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it.
I will not.
Why not?
Because I won't.
I'm going to have to get used to this, aren't I?
I fear you would eventually grow tired of the other form as well. I just wanted to change my look a little. Think of it as a haircut.
Pretty drastic haircut.
I wish I could change my form every time I got a haircut. How is so related to the Kumakuras?
I looked into that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
I see.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
Please.
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle. But 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere, in the Kawasaki district to be exact. He lived there until he was 40 years old. The Tsujima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen. The Tsujima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
The explosion at the chemical plant.
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area. And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value. What are your thoughts?
The timing is certainly suspicious. To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
There is another interesting fact. After the accident, So purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
What?
The explosion at the chemical plant.
So he had an idea that would happen, or was maybe even the cause of it?
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Tsujima family is no worse off.
True. But I don't see the point of it. It's not like you got anything out of it.
That would be true, but there is more to this story. There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed... we will have to continue this conversation later. I am receiving a call from headquarters.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss? My name is Akaska, from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
A prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami, and if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed. In other words...
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
Yeah, I think he did.
This is silly, that's hard to predict. If someone kills someone, the eyes are going to do it again, especially when there was a similar case years ago.
That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Do you think there's anything to this?
I don't know.
I'm this gate. Sunday, 5:50.
Oh, Date.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah. I just found out online. The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom. And I just left her. But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother. I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
Where have you been?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a doujin store to look at the new releases, and I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my life.
Well, everyone has a different kind of normal, right? So about Renju's...
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall.
And what a troll to have.
You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
Okay.
About Wrench's case.
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him. A man. No. A woman. Okay, look. I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
A savior?
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block. And I saw all this awful negativity online and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. It was the lowest point of my life.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing, and it made me realize something important. You don't have to care what people think, you know?
Then you started to troll her so you could defend her. Like...
If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have.
Very inspirational.
After that, I became a huge ACET fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired. A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down. So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
Slow down. I didn't say Iris was the murderer.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
But...
Do it for Iris.
What time did Wrench and Iris leave the building?
Around 6:15, I guess.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
And what did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
What happened?
Date.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me. Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth, and I would appreciate your cooperation.
Do you have an alibi for last night?
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Iba, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris's story is true, she couldn't have done it.
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
You mean...
Used to work at Sunfish Pocket, right?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
When did you find out Renju was killed?
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
Is Oda's story true?
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes. Mr. Okira called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
What were you doing with Renju?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there, but the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before, especially with important people being there.
What did you do after you turned him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okira. At 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okira to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Aiba?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized.
Oh, she does seem pretty measured. In general.
Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris's mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
However, we have nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night?
About the surveillance camera.
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say? Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday, but how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible. You see,
Everything's possible if you really believe in yourself. Okay, let's see.
Renju's estimated TOD is yesterday, around 8 p.m. Numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat and face indicate strangulation. The weapon used to commit the murder was some kind of twisted cloth. The criminal likely wrapped it around Renju's neck and pulled. Renju then suffocated. The more precise cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. In short, Renju was strangled from behind with some kind of cloth or rope.
Revenge was murdered.
The autopsy determined that Renju vacated his bowels for muscle relaxation upon death. However, no trace of this was found on the corpse or at the scene. This means that it is highly likely Renju was killed elsewhere and moved to where he was found. Renju's corpse was discovered at the maid cafe Sunfish Pocket, hanging from a beam on the ceiling by a wire. He was found over the counter. The wire was attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw. The other end was attached to beer kegs found on the floor. The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid. They weigh approximately 55 pounds each.
Renju's weight weighs approximately 160 pounds.
The autopsy discovered a high concentration of benzodiazepine in Renju's body. This drug is commonly used as a sedative. It is likely that Renju was in a state of compromised consciousness before his death.
Elevator record.
Sunfish Pocket is located on the second floor. According to the records, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, the elevator stopped on the second floor only once. At 8:55 p.m., the total weight detected in the elevator was approximately 310 pounds.
Renju's watch.
I know this watch. It's Renju's favorite. I found it inside an oil drum at Sunfish Pocket. That means...
What?
The oil drum inside Sunfish Pocket. The type that has a lid you can open, with about a 200-liter capacity. Empty, it weighs approximately 44 pounds.
Does that it? Away from me. I'm not sure how any of this equates to kill. I guess it's not about proving that she might have killed him, but showing that it's possible at all. But still...
Iris could have choked Renju to death. If you are searching for proof of this, you will not find it here.
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone. But with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
Ingenuity?
I don't think so, This is irrelevant to the question.
It went like this. First, Renju was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then... what do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible. But there is one more thing.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him. If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
This could have something to do with it. I need more about my theory.
Do you know what this is? It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure, just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Are you mocking me?
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me!
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case.
Oh.
If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Why do you say that?
We need 3 pieces of evidence total. There are others. The weight of the oil drum is one of the key clues, but there's something else.
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
On the 2nd floor.
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the 2nd floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310...
This doesn't look good.
Why are you...
Yeah, but it's just... No, indeed. Probably means she's going to get killed next. Right?
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs to throw us off the trail. However...
Date, stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
Why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall. There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod. I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
She's fidgeting around. Is she doing something under the desk?
That's what it looks like, but we need to confirm something before we confront her. We need to know that she is in fact doing something under the desk.
Without turning around?
Yes.
How would I do that?
Hang on. It's me. Is it me? Who is it? Handsome male model. Oh, just me. I can see myself. Iris in my mirror.
Ah, shit. Iris, what are you thinking? What is that thing? Hey, answer me, Iris.
She's definitely hiding something, Date. Sync with her.
Ooh, sick.
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. Medication is working perfectly.
How about it, Date? Think you can do it?
Not a problem. Get it started.
The time limit is 6 minutes. So before time is up,
I know.
Then, let's begin.
What is this place?
It looks depressing. How is this related to Iris?
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
Somnium scan! Activate!
Think in the vein. Thinking in the vein. Discover Iris's secrets. There's room, videos, and a strange device. You may be able to find the truth. Well, but before I get into that, I need to go pee. So I'll be right back. can see your current location and objects you investigate on your Somnium map. If you're lost or want to save time, try checking the map. I want to
A CRT TV.
in the dial.
Stop!
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Different sale. Negative time. You picked up a timer that has a negative effect. Negative timers can multiply time or force you to use them. You pick one up, be careful. Oh.
A full body mirror.
Talk?
Can you talk?
Can you talk?
What? Don't copy me.
What? Don't copy me.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Why do I have to get called a pervert?
I mean, it's not a lie.
And twice.
4 minutes.
A full body mirror. A torso in the reflection.
A torso? Not you?
Is there any meaning to this?
Can't say. But what is going on?
Three minutes, Date.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
Sure.
What would you call it?
Oh, choke it. Okay.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. But we have no choice but to investigate.
drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid. There is no label. I cannot determine what is inside.
It's probably dangerous.
I agree. We should not touch it if we do not know what it is. Even in Somnium, some things should not be done.
Yes.
An operating table. The fabric on the surface is frayed. It appears to be in use despite its age.
They did surgery here?
Surgery or worse.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
A double door.
Then?
It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about it.
All over. TV.
An old television. It's the world beyond, Date.
That's just static.
My generation has never seen static.
Right. You're only 5 years old.
Do not measure my age on the same scale as a human's. My mental age is 10 times that.
Mature woman, huh?
Find it.
You have 1 minute left.
Okay.
A drug bottle that holds... A syrupy smell, like sweet almonds.
Syrup? You think they were baking a cake or something?
If it isn't syrup, it's nitroglycerin.
Why is that here?
Nitroglycerin reacts violently upon light impact. It needs to be mixed to lower its sensitivity.
Mixed with what?
Acetone.
Acetone?
It is best that we do not disturb this for now.
Right.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
It's an operating table. A double... stop that. An old... That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed.
Beat it to
The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
But
Time's up.
Only a shelf. A full body... A double door. It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about it. A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Joke it.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this.
Five minutes left, Date.
A drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
Oh, I get.
A drug bottle that holds... A syrupy smell.
Syrup? I think it...
If it isn't syrup, it's nitroglycerin.
Why is that here?
Nitroglycerin reacts violently upon light impact. It needs to be mixed to lower its sensitivity.
Mixed with what?
Acetone.
Acetone?
It is best that we do not disturb this for now.
Right.
A drug bottle that... An operating... A double door...
Hiya! Hi!
Stop! A double door...
4 minutes.
It's an operate... The fabric on the... It appears to be in use despite its age.
They did surgery here?
Surgery or worse.
Oh, I get it. I thought like I had a negative timing thing, but that it seems like I gained it from investigating the thing. Oh.
There is no label. I can...
It's probably...
I agree. Even in Somnium, some...
3 minutes, Date.
I forgot. What? Oh, that one.
An old... That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
A torso similar to a fashion mannequin.
Oak?
You have bad taste.
Just do it, please.
Choke it.
I see. This is...
Do you wish to continue?
No, we're done with it.
Okay. Really?
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
Only a shelf.
I want to...
That shelf sticking... What happened?
A metal ball must have fallen off the shelf.
Why would anyone put that there? An iron ball. It looks quite heavy.
Balance on it, throw it, kick it. Ouch.
You okay? Miss Iba. Are you okay?
This is nothing. Date, be logical. We must continue with the investigation. But it hurts!
Shouldn't have kicked it so hard.
An iron ball.
Balance.
In this form, I have impeccable balance. Due to the antennae on my head.
That's not hair? That's kind of creepy.
I thought it was like a whole case.
Oh.
I think.
Would you like to see an augmented reality in which my antennae rub all over you?
Really now, you make fun of him for being a pervert and then you say shit like that?
Wow, what lovely antennae you have. So cute.
Hmm.
An iron ball. Where should I throw it?
Throw it that way.
Understood. It is unexpectedly light. All right.
Ouch.
I feel like that ball hit me in the head.
Now, a TV and an old book have appeared.
I hope this is the last time.
Ooh, yay. Hit the torso. Well, that's what I meant by that, I guess. Like a... Oh. Okay, I hope I don't do this. It out. Not my TikTok, nothing of this. That sucks. How to say? No, I can't. Yeah, I hope that it. How to say it? I had to do. Yes. locks I had unlocked. Hopefully I can do it effective.
A CRT TV. A CRT.
Stop!
I see. So to be on the safe side, I'm gonna make a new save here. And I think I want to next, or maybe just go straight for the torso.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a
Choke. Oh my god. I do something intense.
A full body mirror.
To get rid of the negative timing. I end up facing anyway, but okay.
A double door.
Open it. Shut it.
A torso.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
Medicine bottle.
A drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
I don't think I actually have this, right? So I can
5
just
minutes left, Date.
maybe
An old television.
the time. The shelf. Thanks.
Only a shelf.
Push it.
That shelf sticking out. An iron ball. Where should I throw it?
Throw it that way.
Understood. Now, a TV and an old book have appeared.
I hope this is the last time.
Or not reference book. I'm not sure if I can read one. Also, didn't I already check the tree? Or is this a new one? There we go.
It is a thick book.
Read it.
It has not been well preserved.
Can you tell what kind of book it is?
It is probably a book on... insects!
Don't get excited. I know how you love bugs.
Who doesn't love bugs? Maybe not to that extent, but...
Does this book belong to Iris?
I didn't know she liked insects, and to read the book so often that it wears out.
Well, we can't prove it's Iris's.
True. We cannot conclude anything.
Abel has found a kindred soul. Maybe that was...
An illustrated reference book.
It?
Fly away now. It disappeared.
Maybe it wasn't that special.
Oops. Probably I'm wasting time on it. Racing. Stress. Because if this keeps happening every time Sominium does it.
I feel like that ball hit me in the head.
Oh, this is... It really doesn't like the ball throwing scene, I think. So if I can get through it without freezing again, I'll try saving it off.
I feel like that ball hit me in the head.
Now, a TV and an old book have appeared.
Oh, 50. 515. You know, it's not that nice.
I hope this is the last time.
Okay, let's see. It's the last one. Shoot to that. Okay, so I want to look for a gun if I can find it. Medicine. Okay, so it's the same direction as the inbox. I can't actually where the gun is. I'm not. Maybe it hasn't actually appeared yet, or like I had to do to make it with.
4 minutes.
It is a thing.
But we try.
This will be easy. It's more brittle than crumbly cheese. Oh, it disappeared.
Melted down like a grilled cheese.
Is the new?
An old-fashioned.
Please. Help me. Help me.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Ask it. Like that.
A common gas canister.
Open the wall.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
A common...
Okay. Ouch.
Are you okay? Don't give up.
I believe that you are more of a sadist than you let on. A common gas canister.
I guess I may as well smell it while I'm at it.
The smell tingles, like sweet and sour. A ketone. Perhaps acetone?
Acetone? Acet? Some relation to Iris?
I cannot determine that with the evidence we have. More than likely, it is coincidence.
3 minutes, Date.
Probably.
Just a locker.
Okay.
I heard a metallic sound.
Is there something inside? Be careful, Iba, just in case.
Roger. Just a locker.
Open. Ouch. Oh.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
Ooh.
that is...
Never found a gun though. Day 3, Iris Lodge.
What happened in that Somnium?
So that was... I don't want to read it again, so I'm gonna save before it freezes up again.
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret.
Yeah.
No matter
well,
how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
Boss has a serious look in her face. Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris's Somnium?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all four?
Blue figure from the sink.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
But back then? Oh. What was the motive for that?
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
I mean, it takes one to know. So, in a way it could be useful because it knows how to think like a killer. And that may help find them more easily because how they may be inclined to move.
You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
I guess that makes sense too. But what about the original Cyclops serial killings?
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
It'd be quite a twist if there was no connection there.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Sure.
Really?
Really.
Thing to say. The red figure in the...
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
About the original and new incidents.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean there can't be a connection.
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Even if they're just doing it be like a copycat, that's still some kind of connection.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
About the original Cyclops killer.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified.
So you don't actually know who it is then?
That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris's Somnium?
The Sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
So far the dreams have been kinda literal though, to be honest.
When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see.
I guess this is a bit different from actual dreams, because they're like probably using the machine to like extract more clear information from it, so they don't like end up with too much dream nonsense to try and parse through.
True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
Not unless you learn lucid dreaming. Very good. Why did he appear?
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event.
So, I guess it could be like a combination of different memories instead of like. So, the fact that she saw like Date like killer. But I don't think she would have put role for no reason at all, so more than just the fact that he supposedly scared her.
However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes. I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Are all memories real?
Pewter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Summarize for me. Yeah, look at him first. Pewter looks like his usual self. Okay, summarize for me. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Pewter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sync room.
Hey Iris, about that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way that you do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actual dreams sometimes. Actual.
They will not remember it.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Oh.
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news. But I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
Date, could you take Iris home?
Oh, sometimes you do more, no more than you know. That you know. You know.
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Well, this is pretty interesting, although it's getting a maybe a for me to. And this? So, yeah. Goodbye.